break from the questions and actually talk about some aspects of the game specific. Well, time to take a break from questions, and we'll move into another aspect of the game that I wanted to talk about today. Just a quick sidebar. The reason that we're not live streaming this is so I could take a break, let my voice rest, and also get some work done. What I want to talk about is character progression. I've been very clear from the beginning that this is going to be a slow progression game, that you're not going to be able to come into it and level up your characters in 30 minutes or, even 30 days. That's not what this game is about. First, we are going to use a horizontal versus vertical progression system. Will there be any vertical progression in the game? Undecided yet. If there was, it would be very, very narrow. But the key is horizontal progression. For those of you who don't really know what the difference is in terms of in a game system, vertical progression is the scaling up of abilities. You see it in almost every MMO that's out there, most RPGs. It's one of the reasons why a high-level character can breathe on a low-level character and that character dies. The low-level character has a lot fewer hit points. The low-level character has worse armor. The low-level character really doesn't stand a chance against the high-level character. We're trying to be a lot more horizontal, which means more skills. So instead of every time you ding grats, you get extra hit points, you get so much more powerful, your weapons get more powerful. What we need to do is unlock other abilities. Unlock skills, spells, access to things that you didn't have before. And yes, sometimes they may be more powerful, but not necessarily. They just may allow you a different way of doing things. They may allow you to, let's say, you have some combos that you didn't have before. And I don't think I mentioned that when I was talking about combat. I also am a combo fan. So that's really the key difference here. We are going horizontal. That's what we want to focus on. That is important for us to focus on. And, if you're looking for, again, a vertical system where you come in, you go from 0 to 50, and at, 50, you can walk up to anyone and just go for it. And, there they go about a couple hundred yards to the hole. That's not going to happen. We need all of our players to get into RVR. Now, also, does it mean that a high-level player can't defeat a lower level player? Of course not. That wouldn't be fair either. But there is a balance. And that's one of the things we are going to spend the next 2 years working with our backers on, working on the game. We have to find that balance. We want people, we need people to get into RVR. And they have to know that they have a chance. Now, it may take a few people, a group of lower level players, to take down a higher level player. But they'll at least have the ability to do that. And that's what we want. We want that game where that higher level player, yes, he's got lots of cool stuff. He may have better armor. He may have more skills. But the differences will not be so huge that a group of smaller players, lower level players, small players, yes, and by the way, there'll probably be smaller races. I know you guys have asked me for that. But at least they know they'll have a chance. And they won't have to walk into, combat and know that, look, all it's going to take is one AoE spell from a high-level player and they're dead. That's not going to happen. So that's what I want to say in terms of progression for now. I can certainly talk about it later, but those are really the core concepts. The other thing I will add, there will be lots of abilities. There has to be. In a horizontal system, that's one of the downsides. You have to have more abilities, spells, crafting recipes, because if you don't, then there's nothing for the players. So yes, we will have that, and that should also answer some of or at least one of the questions I've been asked about, will we have a lot of abilities for the player to choose from? The answer is yes.